Tom Holland just got his cheeks clapped, and I'm not happy about it. Bruh, I feel bad for Tom Holland. I mean, my mind just keeps thinking else. I mean, from letting his girl Zendaya getting her neck sniffed and licked by two random motherfuckers to getting his back blown out by a BBC. When I was rooting for Tom Holland behind the scenes, when that picture of Zendaya of her neck getting violated by two random motherfuckers went viral, and I was like, yo, Mama's Tom Holland needs to get back at her. He needs to get revenge. I didn't mean get his back blown out by a BBC. But memes aside, even though this Tom Holland situation has been nothing but hilarious to us, unfortunately for Tom Holland, this big burden of his that he's been carrying deep inside of him, deep inside his prostate, well, it's been nothing but hurtful and depressing for him. I mean, take this interview for example, where even Tom Holland himself admits that filming The Crowded Room was so bad that he had to take a 1-year break after filming that shit. I mean, bro, you know when they say, one glizzy can change your life? I feel like he had a big revelation after filming that scene. But the worst part about this Crowded Room shit, the series that made Tom Holland burn out, and the reason why I feel bad for him, is the fact that this series flopped. Bruh, imagine literally getting your butt cheeks clapped just for the series to flop anyway. Like, I completely understand Tom burning out. Like, I'd burn out too if I had to film this scene, bruh. My bum would burn, bruh. I completely understand getting your back blown out if it guarantees your movie or your TV series, The Crowded Room, is gonna be a masterpiece and it's gonna pop off. But you're telling me, in Tom Holland's case, that he sacrificed his bum to a BBC for nothing. I can't help but feel bad for him. He does go into more details in this podcast interview about why he's taking a break from acting, about why he's been burning out.
I really do not like Hollywood. It is not for me. The business really scares me. I understand that I'm a part of that business and I enjoy my kind of interactions with it. But that said, I am always looking for ways to kind of remove myself from it, to kind of just live as normal a life as possible. Today, doing this is a very rare thing for me to do. Yeah, I definitely think it has been an ongoing thought, which is don't lose yourself. I've seen so many people come before me and lose themselves, and I've had friends that I've grown up with that aren't friends of mine anymore because they've lost themselves to this business. And I just am really, really keen to focus on what makes me happy, which is my family, it's my friends.
Honestly, it doesn't surprise me one bit that Tom Holland doesn't like Hollywood at all. I mean, when 99% of people who participate in this Hollywood shit are fucking clout-chasing goblins, like when 99% of people who we interact with in Hollywood are just fake motherfuckers who only care about clout and fame and will do anything to just play the game of climbing the ladder, even if it means betraying their peers, or if you're not interacting with those motherfuckers and you're interacting instead with shady, exploitative, abusive producers, then of course it doesn't sound fun to be in an environment like that. Take for example the K-pop industry. Like unless you're like a #1 ranked fucking gang like BTG, BTS, BT shit, right? It is not a good environment to be in, right? Like if you're a fucking K-pop model, K-pop girl, you're gonna get put on a fucking shit diet where you're gonna look like a clone of Eugenia Cooney. Like literally, bruh. Like if you're a K-pop girl model, your diet is literally gonna consist of literally eating 1 gram of rice and 1 gram of dog meat. But unless you've been living inside my hairy coochie, these are things that are fairly obvious. And it's only fair to say that, you know, like the Hollywood treatment of their actors and their talent is definitely as bad, abusive, and shady.
I just am really, really keen to focus on what makes me happy, which is my family, it's my friends, it's my carpentry, my golf. Like you'll never see me at an award show that I don't have to be at. I'm never going to a red carpet event that I'm not in the film of, you know? I don't want the attention when I don't need it.
Like I said, it doesn't surprise me one bit that Tom Holland could never get adjusted to this entertainment industry, this fake environment that Hollywood is, because Tom Holland has always seemed to me like a genuine motherfucker, you know, like he goes to his job, does something that he enjoys, which just so happens to be acting, and that he's good at it, and then when he's done, gets paid, he goes back inside his house, goes back to Zendaya and fucking does a madness inside her coochie. He also talks about how acting in Hollywood has taken a toll on his mental health, which, once again, is not surprising to me at all.
I was in New York, I was shooting The Crowded Room, and I was having a really hard time with the job just because of how taxing it was, the emotional capacity that I was having to get to every day. And I decided to delete my Instagram because I just felt like I was so addicted to this kind of false version of my life that it was just taking over. I would be on set working, I'd come and sit in my chair and just scroll. And it was becoming a problem. I was just obsessed with it, and I was obsessed to find out what people were saying and what they thought about me. So I decided to make an announcement, which unfortunately we have to do, and say that I'm taking a break from social media. And I tried to position myself and say, like, I'm taking a break from social media because I feel like my mental health will benefit from it.
Like, when you have to worry about 1,000 different things, like, oh, was my acting in this movie good enough? Is this movie gonna perform well? Is this TV series gonna perform well? Like, when you're putting your fucking sweat, blood, your bum on the line, and your TV series ends up flopping anyway, of course it's gonna take a mental toll. I mean, considering the fact that every movie he's been in except Spider-Man or The Devil All the Time has been mid, I don't blame him at all for taking that 1 year break to reevaluate what the fuck has been going on and, you know, see what can be changed. And to be honest, I don't even think it's his fault that all of those movies and TV series have flopped. Like, even in the movies that were considered to be flops, his acting was always something to talk about. Personally, I haven't seen The Crowded Room. Like, the only thing I've seen about this series is this picture of Tom Holland where he looks like Eleven from Stranger Things when she was on her sus face, and this clip of him where he looks like he's getting a prostate exam. From what I've seen, Tom Holland's acting seems to be the highlight of the show, so it's not like it's his fault. I just think that he keeps choosing the wrong projects. Like, he just keeps choosing the wrong shit to be in. Like, how do you go from being Spider-Man and shooting webs to having someone shoot a web inside of you? Like, I don't know, maybe I feel like he just needs a new agent or something. Like, I don't know, whoever signed him into those sus movies, like sus TV series, he needs to get canned, bro. He needs to get fired. And the memes, bro. Like, he can't be mentally healthy to literally wake up in the morning and then go on Twitter, and the first thing you see is Zendaya's neck getting feasted on. But to be fair to all the memes, I think people, including me, just finds it hilarious that, you know, someone who's known for playing a family-friendly role like Spider-Man is suddenly getting piped by BBC out of nowhere. Like, I don't think anyone is serious about this or actually hating on him. But of course, sadly,
Tom Holland has received homophobic backlash after
some people just have to go too far. When you start sending death threats or genuinely hating an actor just because he's acting, now that's just brain dead. But in case it wasn't clear, I actually root for genuine motherfuckers like Tom Holland, like people who actually just want to do what they enjoy and be good at it. I fuck with that, so I obviously want nothing but the best for him. And hopefully he changes the narrative around him and things get better for him. Money, 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 money.